Hi, Kevin, Property Soldier here. Now, I often talk about the purchase to SA loophole, and I happen to be in Swansea right now, and I've got the perfect property to explain the purchase to SA loophole, that you can go and exploit this loophole in your town too. So what do I mean? Well, this property, I'm outside it now, this one here, is in a place called Bonny Mine, right? And when I tell people in Swansea that I've got a house, an investment property in Bonny Mine, I get this face. Now then, that is a good face. Do you know why? Because people in Swansea don't perceive Bonny Mine as being a great area to live in, okay? Apart from maybe people in Bonny Mine, but you know, because every town has got places in there that are not perceived as a great place to live, right? So you're with me so far. Now then, as far as I'm concerned, this particular part of Bonny Mine is absolutely fine, and I have got the house that you can see behind me as a serviced accommodation unit, okay, and it is here in Bonny Mine. Now then, I'll flick the camera around and you can have a look at the area yourself. So I've got a school opposite, and does this look particularly rough or dodgy to you? You can see that there's parking outside, and there's quite a big sort of van there, etc. So there's plenty of on-street parking, and this area right outside of the house has always got parking. So as you can see, the area is fine, but if you went sort of, you know, over that way and over that way, I don't know, 400 meters or so, then you would be into an area of Bonny Mine that, you know, you wouldn't be happy leaving a nice car parked outside potentially, and some of the neighbours would not necessarily be the sorts of neighbours you might like to have. So that's really cool, because what does that mean? That means that you can acquire property in Bonny Mine cheap, right? Now then, so that's the first key learning. You can acquire property in a place like Bonny Mine, or just think about the similar type place in your town. You can acquire it cheap. So this house behind me, this is the house in question. Now it's quite deceptive because it's actually a 3-story house, because down the side you've got another elevation, okay, down there. Now that is the front house, and so this house, that house that I just showed you, we converted that from a 3-bed into a 5-bed house. So that's pretty cool, and so we can use that as service accommodation. Now, it's not actually the front house I want to draw your attention to that much, because it's okay. It's not gorgeous, and it's not ugly either. But I'm going to show you the house around the back that came with this house, and if you think this house around the back is pretty, there's something wrong with you. So I'm going to take you round the back. So to get round the back, you've got to go in down the side, right? And then you come down these steps, and then you get round the back. And this is the house in question, okay? This thing, which is not very pretty. Now, you will not hurt my feelings by saying it's not very pretty. I'll show you this elevation here. Let's go into this sort of garden, which is a bit overgrown. And you'll see that there. Now, when whoever built this house that I just showed you, the back house, on the back of the front house, they obviously decided that windows weren't all that important. And the other thing is, right, is that it's dark. You see, there's loads of trees there, and there's trees there, and there is not much light getting into the back house. Now then, the previous owner of this these two houses, and the two houses on one title, used to try and use them as single let, buy to let. And nothing but problems because the tenants, I'll flip the camera again, share this area here. So that's the door to the back house, and then this is the back door to the front house. Hopefully everyone is with me so far. So they used to share this communal area, they used to share these steps going back up to the street, etc. And here's the thing, the tenants used to fight and get on each other's nerves, etc, etc. And also, because it's Bonnie Mine, right, the landlord wasn't able to get a high standard of tenant. So also rent, we're talking $4.50 rent, maybe something like that. Absolutely not a great standard of tenant, and not a high rent either. Now then, 3-story, but guess what, it wouldn't work as HMO because it's nowhere near town, it's not in HMO land, it's not within staggering distance of a kebab shop, right? So it's not going to work as a HMO. And so buy to let, no. Owner occupier, not that attractive. Buy to let, no. Service accommodation, yes. Why? The reason why is because your guests don't care what it looks like from the outside. Your guests are not that bothered that it's not that attractive. They're not that bothered that it's not got loads and loads of daylight, right? They're only staying temporarily. Or if it's trades, sometimes we'll get 6-month bookings on these houses from trades. So you've got 5-bedroom in the front and a 2-bedroom house round the back. And so we get nice big groups of trades that stay for months on end, and they are not particularly bothered what it looks like from the outside. They're more interested in saving money on a hotel, aren't they? They live somewhere else. It is not their full-time residence. So that's the loophole that you can exploit. Now, these two houses on one title, I bought for £90,000. Now, for you Londoners, I said I bought it. That's not annual rent, okay? I bought for £90,000. And yeah, we had to do quite a fair bit of work. It's about 65 grand refurb. But guess what? All money out deal, because when it revalued up at about 240, right? To two houses, 75% loan to value, interest only, serviced accommodation, mortgage, okay? So all money out deal, houses for nothing, and we cash flow well in excess of £3,000 per month, yes, on these two deals. Now, hopefully I've got everybody's attention for this purchase 2SA loophole, because yeah, we are cash flowing like mad on this. Now, other key learnings from this deal. It was loads and loads of knotweed that came with the properties. Down the side of the house, knotweed there, even though council property, it was affecting the mortgageability. And then round the back of the house, in the sort of garden bit round there, knotweed. Now then, what's the problem with knotweed is that a lot of lenders don't want to lend when there is knotweed. However, when you're buying service accommodation, there are certain lenders out there that haven't got an issue with knotweed. And here's all you do is you get a knotweed treatment plan in place, an insurance-backed treatment plan, provide that to the lender, and then the lender is happy that there's treatment plan in place, and therefore they are happy to lend on the property. Now, an awful lot of people don't know this, they just fall at the first hurdle and can't proceed. Now, here's the thing about knotweed. There is such a thing called land remediation relief. What's that? Well, for things like treating asbestos, treating knotweed, etc., you get 150% relief on the cost of treating it. But only if you are doing a trading business, and guess what? Service accommodation is a trading business. So if you're turning the house into service accommodation, you can get 150% relief on the cost of treating asbestos and knotweed and things like oil spillage and petrol contamination, things like that. But guess what? How many properties do you know out there that has got knotweed? How many properties do you know out there that's got asbestos? Yes. it's going to lower the purchase price of the property significantly because of those things, because most people, owner-occupiers, buy-to-let, HMO operators, cannot take advantage of land remediation relief, but if you're turning it into service accommodation, you can. Okay, so that all adds to the capital allowances with the property. Now, again, with service accommodation, you get to claim capital allowances. On this property I just showed you, we got to claim £68,000 worth of capital allowances. So house for nothing, over £3 a month cash flow, and until we get past 68 grand, that's tax free. Now, hopefully I'm getting everybody's attention on this stuff, because this is the loopholes that the vast majority of people do not know anything about. And the other loophole is it's service accommodation, so it's not affected by Section 24. Okay, so you can buy it in your own name and not be affected by Section 24. Now, this particular deal, we actually bought this in a limited company, so not affected by Section 24 either. But it's just another thing to throw into the mix, which is the service accommodation, purchase to service accommodation loophole. Now, I'm not going to go into the property because I've already been doing quite a long video. I might do that for another time. But I'll go in, I'll let you have a quick look. Hold on, I think I saw the door open just now. Coming into the property, and I'm going to go into the bedroom. So, just warning anyone, we haven't got any guests in, but as you can see, we do single beds in it, and it is absolutely fine inside. Let me just go into this lounge here, turn the light on. As you can see, it's a nice place to be. So, would you stay here? If you were saving a fortune on a hotel and it looked as nice as this on the inside, that we got multiple bathrooms and showers, etc., in the property, so people can stay very comfortably. Here's the other really cool thing. Here's the other ridiculously good loophole, is your guests don't care that it's in Bonnie Mine. Your guests don't give you that face, okay? They are coming from out of town. They just want to know that they're saving money on a hotel. What does it look on the inside? What does it look like on the inside? Is the car safe outside? Can they park outside? Things like that. They honestly do not care, and that's why it's a ridiculously good opportunity to exploit the purchase to SA loophole. What part of your town, type it in, has that particular stigma about it? That's somewhere a little bit like this that you can exploit the purchase to SA loophole that I have just spoken to you about. So, did you find that video useful? If you did, give me a like. I'll do more videos like that. But you've got to give me some encouragement, right? Do you find it useful? Have you got any questions? Type in the comment section any questions that you've got, and I will go back in and answer any of those questions for you. Click to be notified when I'm going live, things like that, then you're more likely to see my videos as and when they pop up. Here's to your success in service accommodation, and remember, your future needs you. Take care.